I mean, there's no doubt anybody that's watched us play this year knows that we've progressed and we've gotten a lot better. So that's a good positive thing. And then, last Saturday night, kind of all came together and we did some really good things. So, we feel good about where we're going, but we all are very aware that we're not there yet. So believe me, we had a great Sunday night practice. We had a great practice today. I mean, the guys are flying around. Coaches are out there coaching up. Guys are taking the teaching. And we know that we have a lot of room to grow. And we're going to keep getting better. But the Mountain West is going to be, it's a tough conference, and I think we're like everybody else. We got a great opportunity.
Tony, you came in wanting to establish a tough physical offense with a strong ground game. Do you feel like you're getting there now?
Yeah, we are. Again, we did a good job in week one of being balanced and being able to run the ball. Struggled for 2 weeks, against UCLA, Michigan, and again, those are two of the best defenses in the country. And no excuse, we got to get better. But we have a young offensive line, and I think it kind of showed in those games with the physicality of it. And those guys are continuing to grow. But again, they did some great things last week, and we got to continue to progress, continue to teach, continue to just be assignment sound and keep getting better.
How much easier does it make your job as a quarterback when you have a game like you did at Ohio State with the running game one way it is?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can run the ball as effectively and efficiently as we did last Saturday, it brings guys into the box, it opens up the passing lanes, and it just makes our jobs as quarterbacks a whole lot easier. So it makes a tremendous difference in what we're doing offensively.
Ryan, you're facing a really good running game, and they have two of the top 4 rushers in the conference. Just what is it about them that makes them so effective?
I think technically they're very good at what they do, but I think we're pretty good as well. And I think it's going to be a good opportunity for us to show that we can stop the run. And I think we've done a good job the past couple of weeks, and we just need to keep it going this week as well.
Tony, this is something that was out of your hands, but do you have any thoughts or reaction to this game not being on TV?
I think it's disappointing, I think it'll probably be the only game in the Mountain West that's sold out that's played this weekend, and it's unfortunate, being up in Reno and having, the people from Las Vegas that don't have a chance to get up there to see it. So it's unfortunate. I think it should definitely be a game that's televised. It's a big rival game, and, so it's unfortunate.
And have you watched tape on the Buffalo game for them?
We have.
Okay. I saw just a couple of the big runs, but what was it that you saw that kind of led to that win for them?
It was a good game and went back and forth. Buffalo had a great opportunity at the end, and Reno got the needed stop, and it was a good, solid game. The biggest thing is Buffalo gave up some big plays in the run game. They had the big 91-yard run, and they scored on the next play, and they had another long touchdown run a little bit later in the game, and both those plays, nobody got a hat on the guy at all. He was completely untouched. So you got to do a good job in the back end of tackling and getting back in the huddle. So again, they're a good team. They're going to have some good runs, but the thing that we've been preaching, over and over, don't give up the big play. So I think, again, you got to make this team earn everything that they get. You can't give up the big plays because they have some explosive backs.
Either you guys in high school have huge rivals or no?
I did. Yeah, we had quite a few. So I was at Mountain View down in Mesa in Arizona. We had Red Mountain, we had Mesa High, we had a couple down there, Westwood, that were pretty solid rivalries. But nothing compares to what we're competing with now. So this is special. This is a great opportunity for us.
We had a pretty big rival. I went to St. Francis High School in La Cañada, and we played Loyola. That was our big rival. And but again, I think this is a bigger game. This is a huge game for us. So.
Tony, what does the community kind of tell you about this? Now that you're the coach.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, when I got the job, literally everybody, the first thing everybody told me was, get the cannon back, coach, get the cannon back, coach. That was just something that was just kept getting said over and over and over, and so you get it real fast. And, you walk in the locker room and there's a big wooden plank and it's empty, and one of the first things we did is we put up a big sign in the locker room, and it's got a picture of us and Reno playing each other, and it says, if you want things to change, then you have to do things differently, and it's got a picture of the cannon, and that's the whole thing. We want that cannon back in the locker room. They want to keep it where they're at, and I think you're going to get two teams that are fired up and excited about the game, and it's going to be a great environment, and we're going to go out there and we're going to give a heck of an effort.
If I can ask both the players, I was on a campus yesterday, just kind of talking to some of the students about this game, and they're all excited. They're going to go up. And do you guys hear it on campus that, hey, go get the cannon?
Yeah, we definitely hear it on campus. This is a big game for this whole school. I mean, last year we had a lot of people come out more than usual to our game last year, and we didn't win it. But around campus, everyone's talking about it. Everyone knows that this is the game we're playing this week. They know who we're playing against, and they want the cannon back just as bad as we do.
Yeah, I mean, not only campus, I think it extends to, I mean, all parts of Vegas. I'm going to the grocery store, I'm in Chipotle, I've got people just, hey, get the cannon back. I mean, go take it to them up north. We're going to be up there with you guys. And so, yeah, not only does that stem from campus, I mean, that extends to the whole Vegas community, and we're excited and proud to play for them, and hopefully we can make them proud this weekend.
What did you do on your birthday?
What did I do on my birthday? I went to class, I watched film, went out to eat, and I watched the Reno film from last year for the first time, so it was a good birthday for me.
The real president comes this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be the party on Saturday night on the plane ride home, we hope. So.
Tony, how do you define a rivalry?
Well, I mean, a lot of times it's, geographics, or old tradition rivalries, So, I mean, how do you define it? I think rivalries are things that are naturally created over years and years of, sometimes good and sometimes bad relationships, and I think that there's been some moments. I watched the piece that you did, and I mean, you see fights out there, different things going on, and I remember as a player, I played in New Mexico State, and that was one of the toughest environments to go to was Reno. You go down there, and I mean, their students are there, and they're on you and yelling at you and throwing things at you, and I mean, you see the one picture of John Robinson getting hit with a bottle. It's like, wow, a little nuts, but hey, that's exciting. I mean, I hope I don't get hit with a bottle, but we know the history of the game. We know the intensity of the game. We know, all the old stories of Coach Alton, and how, intense he was about it. We're doing the same thing. I mean, we had a team meeting right here where we were sitting the other night, and we're talking about nobody wears blue. Nobody wears blue this whole week. We don't want to see it. And you see one of our linemen in the corner, he's taking his shirt off. So he ends the meeting with no shirt on. Our special teams coordinator took his shirt off. So we had two guys with no shirts on. I mean, it was, those are the funny things, that get going. But I know, we want this game, and there is a little bit more. I know Coach talk is every game's the same and this and that, and and it is, the processes are the same, but this does mean a little bit more. I mean, it's a little more special. The town's fired up about it. They're going to be fired up about it, and we're hell bent on bringing that cannon back.
What's the latest with Fred Wilson?
Excuse me?
Fred Wilson?
He's still day-to-day. He practiced today, got out there. He's a little ginger, so we'll see. Again, we're hoping for the best, expecting the worst when it comes to it. So will he play? I do not know.
Was it a foot or an ankle?
It's an ankle, yeah.
So with weight 10 tough play, how much, I guess, encouragement or comfort, however you want to say it,
Well, we've done a great job. When you look, I mean, we have 8 interceptions right now, and that's one more than we had the entire season last year. So that's big, And I think one of the big, underlying factors of this game is that they're the team in the conference that's turned it over the least, and we're the team in the conference that's created the most turnovers. We have the widest turnover margin right now, which is a huge thing. And that was one of the big goals we talked about in camp, was flipping that from last year and creating more turnovers. And we've done that. So, they're going to be trying to hold on to the ball, and we're going to be trying to, get rid of it. So I think that's a real big deal. But, as far as Tim goes, he did a great job the other night, so we're comfortable with him. You look at Darius Mouton, he played a bunch. He didn't play last week, and he was a little sore, so we just figured out, hey, next man in. We went with Mouton, and it worked out good. So we feel like we have depth. Jalen Miles had another good game. He had a pick in that game also. So we're really starting to develop depth in that secondary, which is a big thing because it was a concern coming into the year.
Yeah, Tim did a lot of good things in camp. Did you see at that point that he's a guy who could play well this season?
Well, he's a great effort guy. He's a very intelligent guy, and he's as spirited as anybody I think that's ever been a Rebel. I mean, he's a fired up guy. So we knew the effort was going to be there. Again, he's really young. We have a lot of young guys running around. So as we get into more games and as they get more experience on special teams and a little bit on defense, you start to see them grow and develop. And now, we're going into week 5. These guys do have some experience under the belt. They have played a little bit more. They're more confident, got a little bit more swagger in what they're trying to do, and you're seeing it on the field because they're playing with more confidence.
Other than Fred, anyone else of the mainline guys you're concerned about?
No, nobody else. He's not going to go down on us and then pop back up and play well.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.